Hi, Shirley from ShiFio Patterns here today, and I'm going to show you how to knit this design. It's a 4-stitch repeat plus 2 edge stitches, and it is totally reversible. Super for babies' blankets, that's what I think. If it's reversible, you don't have to think then what side is up or down. It's an 8-row repeat, and very easy to get into once you see how the pattern lies. So yes, that's the back and the front, almost the same, I would say. Maybe it is the same. Yeah, almost the same. Right, I will put that to the side and get started. Now I have on here 12 stitches plus 2 edge stitches, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4 plus 2 edge stitches. And the first row is, I always knit, or I've started to do this, knit into the front, the back of your first stitch, and then the repeat on row 1 is knit 2, purl 2. That's what it is, that's the repeat to the last stitch. Knit 2, purl 2, once more, knit 2, purl 2, and I slip my last stitch with the yarn at the front. Okay, so row 2, which is I start my first stitch with knitting into the back of it, and row 2 is the same, knit 2, purl 2, that's the repeat. That's knit 2, whoops, purl 2, knit 2, purl 2, knit 2, purl 2 to the last stitch, and then you slip it with the yarn at the front. That gives a nice edge at the side. So row 3, knit into the back of your first stitch, and you start off by purl 1, whoops, knit 2. Then the repeat is purl 2, knit 2, and you do that into your last 2 stitches. Purl 2, knit 2 to your last 2 stitches, and you purl 1, and then keep yarn at the front and you slip your last stitch. Now row 4 is edge stitch, knit into the back of it, and it's knit 1, purl 2, and the repeat is knit 2, purl 2 to the last 2 stitches. So it's knit 2, purl 2 to your last 2 stitches, which are knit 1, and you slip your last stitch. That was row 4. So row 5 is knit into the back of your first stitch, then it's purl 2, you repeat, this is purl 2, knit 2, knit 2, again purl 2, knit 2, once more, purl 2, knit 2, yarn to the front to slip your last stitch. Okay, and this is row 6, which is knit into the back of your first stitch, and the repeat is purl, 2, knit, 2, again purl, 2, knit, 2, purl, 2, knit, 2, yarn to the front, slip your last stitch. Okay, now this is row 7, knit into the back of your first stitch, then you knit 1, purl 2, purl 2, and then you repeat, knit, 2, purl, 2, knit, 2, purl, 2, and you do that to your last 2 stitches, and it's knit 1, yarn at the front, slip your last stitch. Go row 8. Okay, oh look at that tail gets in the way. Knit into the back of the first stitch, and it is purl 1, knit 2, and then the repeat is purl, 2, knit, whoops, knit, 2. Where's my needle there? Purl, 2, I don't know what happens on this row, purl 2, knit 2, that's to the last 2 stitches, and then it's purl 1, slip your last stitch, and that's your 8 rows, which is very easy, very easy to do, especially if you don't like doing all the fancy work. This, I think, has turned out really fancy for just being knit and purl stitches. Really good. I love it. So if you like the video, click like, share, subscribe. That's an important one. And hope you've enjoyed it, and happy knitting.